Hi everyone, it's me. I'm in my studio space right now because there's no webcam in the bicycle room. I haven't dropped a video in a while and have some cool updates. Training continues. Much fixed gear riding. The weather and freestyle cycle in Ohio has not been amenable to any kind of single track. I have been getting the mountain bike out on gravel where I can. It's cold, it's wet, it's slushy. I'm starting to hear Zeppelin's Immigrant Song in my head every time I go riding. This can't last forever. It's the last week of February and I'm hoping for better weather. In the meantime, I'm lifting weights, I'm putting in my miles, I'm doing the best I can to accumulate all the things I need for Crusher. And on that topic, I wanted to give thanks to Alden Canvas, my sponsor in Traverse City, Michigan, for being the bestest and taking great care of me. They also provide me with crash pad and home base for the Iceman racing there in Traverse. So thanks for feeding this girl. I know 5,000 calories a day can seem like a lot for a 5-foot tall person who weighs 125 pounds, but this girl needs to eat. Also on the super duper thank you list for today, Shez the Cyclist, my Stellari performance training teammate, friendly competition, and also friendly competition, Heather Lawhorn, for pulling it together in literally minutes after I posted my request for the Hello Kitty snorkel. I don't know how to use this. I don't know why I need it, but here it is. I'm ready. Ready for Crusher. Actually, I'm nowhere near ready for Crusher, but I'm getting there. On the getting there track, I did get some sandals, and my one-bike conversion feels great on the mountain bike. Owayocycling, my gear sponsor, is sending me everything that I could possibly need for every weather condition. So I'm going to be warm and dry, at least. I'm going to have a sore butt, I think, but it should be livable, at least. Dry toes, I think, is at the top of my list. And in the big news for this week, I took a test ride today to learn how to master the Garmin Edge 820. I had looked at the Garmin, not Edge 820, which I think is called the Route or the Only Maps version, which I really wanted because I don't feel like I need so many bells and whistles as far as the training equipment is concerned, heart rate, cadence, all that stuff. I have a really great smartwatch that I got from MindMeld Tech. Shout out to you guys also for the support. I'm going to be talking to you this weekend about some little vanity project I have going on. They're all vanity projects, really. But this Amazfit watch that I have is awesome. MindMeld hooked me up with it, and it counts heart rate and has a GPS in it and all kinds of wonderful stuff, but I really wanted a heads-up display. So I ended up with the 820. It's got a color display. It's pretty good. There's a side start button here. Fire it up. Bloop. It makes this beeping noise. It has turn-by-turn navigation as well that's verbal. Excuse me while I throw my snorkel on the floor. It has turn-by-turn navigation verbally, which I haven't tried yet. So far I've just been kind of checking out the map, see how it works. Pro tip, warning, if you want to hook this up with Strava, you cannot use the Google login with Strava with the Garmin Connect software. You have to be logging in with an email address. Strava has instructions on doing that. I just switched that around this morning. Also, how dumb am I? So dumb. I've been really well trained by my cell phone. These buttons, these symbols down at the bottom, I'll try to get that close for you. There's a lap timer and a stop, start, pause, play button. They're not on the front, so don't push them for like 10 minutes and wonder why the GPS you just took out of a box is not working. There are physical buttons actually on the bottom. Trying to aim that. It's hard to see. I'm going to take this into the bicycle room for you guys so that you can see what's going on in some better lighting, and I'll hold my cell phone up to it. But you can see it's a color display. It's fairly small, but it's easy to see. It makes a good use of the space. I wanted the 820 models for the touchscreen. I know a lot of people recommended the 550 or 520, just as good, but it didn't have the touchscreen. Also, happy to find out the touchscreen worked with my winter gloves, although the likelihood of me having those on in July is pretty slim, but that's okay. So navigation went well today, was pretty exciting. I got a new toy. So that was great. You know, sponsors and spending your money well. Thank you all for your continued support. I promise some super duper killer updates this week. I have some really, really, really cool stuff going on tomorrow. We're just going to have to do some filming. So in the meantime, stay toasty. Keep your possum running. We're going to switch over to the bicycle room, and I'm going to give you a quick review of the Garmin. So the Garmin 820 mountain bike mount is a little geeky. I will probably be switching to something else. Obviously I have it mounted on my fixie for training purposes and for demos today, but there's a nice locking mechanism on the back here, and it fits into this guy. You just kind of come into here. Let's get back to the home screen. When you start it up, this is what you'll see. I ran my Strava, which is not in navigation. Navigation is items that you load through the Garmin Connect app. Mine is in IQ. I made a route just from home to work to see how it would go, and it would be Wednesday test route. And this is what the screen looks like. It's pretty easy to view. I was happy to find I can see it with sunglasses on. That's been a problem in the past with my camera. So we say navigate route. We have our choices: race, train, or indoor. Just doing training. And here it is. I am near the start of the course. Yes, it starts in my front yard. We're inside because it's raining. And this is your start screen. It shows you all of your super important stuff. You can slide here and see the navigation, and it does turn by turn. It beeps at about 500 feet. It beeps again at maybe 250, and then it beeps in a panic state when you're about to miss your turn. So you have a Ghost Rider option, so you can race somebody. Here it's giving me a turn. I noticed also that while I was on my ride, if I was at a Strava segment, it would tell me, oh, look, you know, this is a Strava segment. Whoops, there it is. So this is kind of interesting. There's an elevation map that will come up on this screen. I'm thinking because I'm not riding right now, it's not showing us anything. And you go through, and here's the Lumpy Space Road segment is coming up. There's also a Route 5 road hazard segment in between there. I'm not sure why that didn't pick up. I'm not too worried about catching segments on this because I'm really going to be using it just for mapping. So I'm more concerned about this area right here and the turn-to-turn navigation. It does have verbal cues as well. We'll see maybe how those work on a bit of a longer ride. I didn't want to have it talking to me for a whole 3 miles today. But that's basically it. There's a lap timer down here, and there's a start-stop button. If you hit your stop, you can say save ride, discard ride, and we're just going to trash it because we didn't really go anywhere. But pretty easy. I went with the touch screen. I thought it would be a little easier for me to use. I did try it with my gloves on today, and it worked, although I anticipate being gloveless at Crusher.